The beat, still alive. Sorry, I'm going to say that. Out of breath a bit. I'll title this one Mandy. Reason why, this isn't a disrespectful video. It's just my opinion. You see, your son, may he rest in peace, is the advocate for the message that you're spreading, Mandy. The problem is, as much as you do what you do and you probably believe you're doing a good thing, I believe in logic and not what the government pushes me to say. So you're delivering a message, stop carrying knives, which is fine, I swear. But the reality is, the way I see things, okay, I'm going to give you an example. Somebody, Bobby Brown, or whoever it is, I don't know, dodgy day from down the road, down the pub, he decided to take your message on board and stop carrying a knife. Okay, fine. Good for everybody else, but not good for him. And the reason being is that you can't stop bad people from carrying weapons. The reason why, that they're bad in the first place. It's impossible. You can't lock everybody up. Prisons are full. There's probably carrying a knife to defend themselves. Now, see, this is what I think needs to be changed. I believe that everyone should be carrying knives. Everyone. With a serial number, which is registered to the old bill in their police computer. So, for example, a stabbing happens and you've been ID'd, they can call you in and ask to see your blade that you've been assigned. Now, failure to produce it result in serious trouble, and if it happened to have been used in self-defense, they can forensically test it. So the problem is, if good people stop carrying knives and they listen to the message that Mandy's been put across, which sits well in the government's ears, then you're taking away the rights of good people to defend themselves. Now, in his situation, which I'm going to have to use that as an example because that's the situation which you're using to portray your message. If he was carrying a big blade, or his mates were carrying a big blade, maybe a whole incident may never happen. You thought about happening. Or maybe he would have had a chance to fight back. See, this is the American way of thinking. In America, and I also believe that even things like firearms should be licensed to carry, especially in areas where there's high gun crime. Because it's all very well saying, oh, he was a good lad, my mate, he wasn't carrying a blade, but he's fucking dead. He's a good man, but he's dead. Why can you be a good man and have a fighting chance? I think the whole of England's been brainwashed into thinking that carrying knives is a bad thing. If you're carrying a knife, I think the intention of you carrying it has to be the reason why you get arrested. I think having one in your pocket doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go out on a killing spree. Having a knife in your pocket might mean that you're just hoping that if someone doesn't jump out from around the corner and try to put one to your neck and demand your wallet off you, you don't know if they're going to use it or not. Then you got a chance that they might think twice, thinking, well, if I jump this geezer, he might have a blooming zombie knife on him because he can legally have one, even though he looks like a bit of a square. So this is where I think England's completely messed up. Completely messed up. I mean, it isn't working, is it? This knife problem. It isn't working by locking people up. In fact, it's probably got worse. When I was younger, there was this. It was just before they brought out that knife amnesty thing where you got automatic 6 months for carrying it. They didn't have that, and it was less knife crime then. And the more they made the rules stricter, the more people started carrying them. And the reason why more people started carrying them is they thought because less people are going to be, the psychology is less people are going to be carrying now because they could end up going to jail. So means that we can carry them knowing that other people aren't carrying them because we don't give a fuck because we're all hard. Next thing, you know, a lot of people get carved up. So then they start carrying them thinking, fucking hell, this ain't working. It's just so mathematically wrong. You know, if it's not working, you have to change your tactics. I mean, if all this, you know, stop, you know, search, take them off them, lock them up. If it was cutting the crime rate down, then yeah, carry on. But it ain't, is it? So, this is the reason why I can't get behind that. And somebody put a comment in one of my posts saying like, you should respect the blah, blah, blah. But it's not about respecting her or, you know, I don't wish that on my worst enemy, losing a child. This must be the most horrible, horrible thing. But I just think that in England you just don't have a choice. It's either be a victim or go to jail. Why can't you have the choice to fight back? Why aren't you allowed the tools to do so? It's wrong. It's very wrong, in my opinion. So in my opinion, I reckon, you know, it's just absolute nonsense to say, oh, if we make something illegal, everyone will stop doing it. What kind of fucking mad fucking way of thinking is that? I'd like to put that to Floyd. Oh yeah, we'll just ban it. And everyone will go, oh yeah, the government says we can't carry them, so we won't carry them. No, that's the whole reason why people are carrying them. That's my opinion anyway. What the hell's that? It's this new way of typing. I see this on 7. I don't know what it is. Oh, Swinger. I don't know what that is. So Mandy, like, look, I'm speaking to you on a political level, drama to one side. Do you think that in your situation, if your son and his mates could all be carrying, do you reckon the outcome could have been different? I mean, let's just say, like, you know, someone decided to turn their life around and stop carrying, and then it gets word, oh, look, he's turned his life around, he stopped carrying. Look, remember when he done this to me, when he done that to me, we can go and get him now, it'll be a piece of piss. It don't fucking work. It don't work. And that's going to be my opinion from travelling the world and seeing what works. Oh, the country I'm in now is probably one of the safest countries in the world, you know, for walking around. I wouldn't say for like car accidents and stuff like that, but you know, and here you can bloody buy a big zombie knife in the blue market up the road. Knuckle dusters a lot. It's only illegal if you use it in an illegal way, like, you know, that hardly ever happens. When it does, it makes the news big time. Now all this, I know I picked up this policewoman once, this English policewoman. I didn't know she was a policewoman. I picked her up to take her to the top of the mountain where her bike had broken down because I had a pickup truck at the time. She told me she's a policewoman in England. She said there's no go zones for coppers in London because gun crime is so heavy that they just won't go onto certain estates. And she got posted out into the sticks and she liked it better over there. So I mean, like, you know, when I was on the Tyrone's panel the other day and we're talking about, like, in America it's different because, you know, anyone could be carrying a gun. I mean, it's true though. I mean, like, in a day, if I'm sitting in a pub or something like that and if I'm going to get lippy with someone, I might start slagging their mum off or something like that. Would I do that knowing that that person could be packing something under his belt? I probably wouldn't. No, they still have straighteners and stuff like that, but everything's organised. You know, this thing about someone saying Tony Burkett and all that want to come over and... Oh, well, I'll talk about that. Anyway, that's my 2 pence.